Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Monique and I'm on a journey to get better at art. If that sounds good to you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos. Today I am doing a sketch in this Norberg and Linden sketchbook, and then I also have some pencils that I will be using from this set as well. I've had this set for maybe 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years. But I really wanted to do a pencil sketch. I did a little short last week, I believe, of the very first portrait in this notebook, and I wanted to see how far I could go with getting more detail within sketching a portrait. So that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to sharpen up my little pencil and open up Unsplash. The reference that I use, I will make sure that I link it down below in the description box. So make sure you check that out. If you would also like to draw this reference, I had a lot of fun doing it. And if you plan on drawing this reference, please let me know. Tag me on social media if you have it. If not, there is a community tab here and you can upload your photo there as well. I'd love to see what you create. Okay, so to start with this portrait, I always go in with the circle and then I divide the head in half. I map out all of the features to the best of my ability and I try to sketch as light as possible. I am using the 5H pencil. I found that this one was the lightest and I wanted a light pencil just to make light pencil marks because I'm gonna be doing a lot of short strokes and I also want this pencil to be easy to erase. I didn't want to pick a darker pencil because I find that that is harder to erase. So I went with the lighter one. I am just going back and forth between the reference photo and what I'm drawing. I'm trying to map it out as best as I can. And I'm not measuring with my pencil, but that is one way that you can make sure that your accuracy is more on point. I'm really trying to work on my accuracy, so I'm not measuring it with the pencil. I'm definitely just using my eyes and going with my best educated guess while I'm drawing out this portrait. As you could see, I did start with the nose. That's what I normally start with because I find if I use the nose, I'm able to map all the other features around the nose. The nose for me is the most prominent feature to a portrait, so that's another reason why I enjoy starting with the nose first. Once I've gotten the nose down, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this gentleman's glasses. I feel like if I can get the glasses in the right position, then all the other features and like the hat that he's wearing will match up very nicely with the glasses. And I also don't draw glasses very often, so if I can get the hardest element of this portrait out of the way, then I feel like that's a win. So I started with the glasses, I mapped it out to the best of my ability, and then I did the lenses next and just made sure that I followed along with the frame of the glasses. I know that the shape of these glasses aren't 100%. They're more like aviator shades, maybe not quite aviator shades, but the shape of the glasses are not as accurate as I would have liked. But I was able to sketch out glasses and I feel like they are in the right angle. Once I had the glasses sketched out, I finished the right side of his face just because it is shorter and I wanted to make sure that I got his cheekbone correct. So then when I moved on to the hand, it matched up how it should from the reference. After that, I moved on to the eyes and I used the outside of the nostril to measure the inner corners of the eye and the outer corners. So I normally make almost a triangle shape that will line up for the inner eye and then the outer eye from the nose. And I just did that on both sides of his face. Once I had the eyes mapped out, I went ahead and added in those details. I'm trying not to add too much detail too soon. I really just want to map everything out because I feel like I'm going to be erasing a lot during this process. Even though I'm using a lighter pencil, I know that mistakes happen. Once the eyes were done, I lightly sketched out the mouth shape. Then, once the mouth shape was all done, I moved on to his hand. And I did actually have to draw this a couple of times just because his thumb didn't look accurate enough. So I redrew his thumb a few times. Also, his wrist, I did redraw that a couple of times just because it seemed too slim for his body. So once that was all done and I felt like the hand was in a good position and it looked right, I went back to the mouth and I added his little mustache and a little bit of shading underneath his bottom lip. I finished that up and now I'm going to move on to his sweater. And for his sweater, it's pretty straightforward. He didn't have a whole lot of detail within his sweater, and it was easier to map out. I just sketched out his left shoulder and then I added the collar in. After that was done, I drew out his right shoulder. And this right here is the starter sketch before I add more detail. And I feel like he looks pretty accurate and I'm very, very happy about how the sketch is turning out. Now I'm still using that 5H pencil and I'm just lightly shading over the whole sketch. I want to make sure that I have an even base before I go in deeper with deeper shadows. I started with the neck because I felt like that was one of the darkest spots on him, so I wanted that darker shade to help me or guide me in the right direction for the rest of his face. And then I'm just going to add more shading right underneath his hat because that is another dark area of his face. And again, I'm just trying to make sure that my deepest shadows are as dark as they can get before I add in other shading in other places. But I am also layering my shading just because I don't want to go too dark, but I also don't want to be too light with my shading. So I do go back and forth quite a bit. Now it is time for the eyes. I saved the eyes just because they are dark, but again, I didn't want to go too dark with the eyes, so I do go back and forth, and I'm going to keep adding more shading to the rest of his face and all of the features, and just gradually build up all of my darker tones and making sure to leave those lighter bits left behind. If I need to add more shading to the lighter areas of his face, then I can definitely do that. But I'm just going to keep sketching and shading his face and making it look how I would like and make sure that all the darkest areas are as dark as they can be. Alright, and I'm finally using a darker tone of pencil or darker shade of pencil, and that is the 4H. I felt like I went as dark as I could go with the 5H, but I still do bounce back and forth between that pencil and the 4H as well. And then there's one more pencil that I'm going to grab just because I wanted to go even darker. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. The form is coming through. I really enjoy how his hand came out, actually. I thought it was going to be quite the struggle, but it worked out well. And here's that 3H pencil. Again, I'm just going to go darker with all the shadows that I already have. I felt like his hat could be a little bit darker, and I needed the brim to pop out more because I did leave a little bit of light within the brim, but it still just was not dark enough. And then his glasses, because his glasses are black, I wanted to make sure that his glasses were really dark just so that there was better contrast throughout his face. And now I'm just taking the kneaded eraser and making sure that I make those highlights really pop. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna put the date on this portrait. I find that I look back in my sketchbooks and there's no date, so I have no idea when I drew it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a blast, and let me know what you would like to see next. Thanks. Bye.